everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back with another Sims 4 house building video. Today we are doing something actually quite cool because we're actually renovating a build that another Simmer did. So I assume you guys watch him, but if you don't, it's the Sim Supply. So he had built a bowling alley for the Bowled Over challenge, I think it was called. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but he had built that for a certain challenge. And I might, yeah, you know what, I'll probably do the challenge. But so basically, what the challenge is you roll the dice and then you get, like a kind of a set of rules on what to build. I'll go over it more in the video that I do actually on it, but he suggested that since his was a rundown one, that we should, or like some of his viewers that do play The Sims, should go in and renovate it. So I thought that that would be really cool, and it was something that I was definitely interested in, so I decided to take it upon myself to go renovate it. I'm kind of sad though, because these little like pockets that I cut out so that more light got into the basement, it was kind of hard because we don't really have like ceiling tiles that could also be like roof pieces, you know, like yeah, like glass roof, like skylight kind of type thing. So hopefully, you know, like even if they just came out with like a flat, like one square dance tile, like dance floor tile, like they came out with a whole dance floor that could be glass, well that is glass, for get together, but I feel like they should have just done like one square too that like you could connect a bunch together, because I think that would have been really, really cool to have in build mode, and it of course would have came in really handy for this build. One thing you'll notice is I may have even forgot like a couple of like the destroyed wall pieces. So he added a lot of those kind of cracks and watermarks from, I think it's like the Vampire expansion pack. I can't remember what the Vampire expansion pack's called. But yeah, so he added a lot of those cracks and stuff, and some of them were really hard to find. So yeah, like I don't know if there was a better way that I could have done this. But yeah, I tried my hardest to find the different pieces, but I just couldn't seem to find them anywhere, so. But yeah, and here I go just kind of recoloring those pieces. I think I changed the ones behind the TV to black though, so they blend in again. I just thought that the black looked better back there, but I do keep the white all around the trim, even though I go back and like just see what it would look like. But yeah, and I get rid of those little pieces. They just like didn't look the way that I wanted them to. I was going to hang lights and stuff from them just to get more light down there, but I abandoned it. I do put a little restaurant in here too, so I did renovate it a tiny bit, even though he like didn't want us to renovate it. But I literally just added, I think, like 6 squares onto it, so it still looks like the same build. It would just be as if somebody wanted to turn it into something else, so I did want to put a little restaurant in so that it would be like a restaurant bowling alley, so you could get some snacks and sit down and eat while you're waiting for your turn to bowl. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't actually played with the bowling alleys at all in the game, so I'm not really sure how the bowling alleys work. I assume if I turn this lot into a restaurant and people start showing up, they can bowl as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I guess I will find out later. I don't play the actual game too often. I just kind of build stuff and then do like play the game later, so yeah. And then I put in all these lights throughout the build just to kind of bring everything together. I love those. I think they're so funky. They're definitely retro, so yeah, I kind of enjoyed using those throughout the build. And the little bowling balls and such, I just wanted to use like the same ones, so I got rid of the different colors and used all of the same ones. That was a really weird jump, and somehow all those tables got turned within them. Sometimes like my footage gets a little bit messed up, but nonetheless, at least it's here. I did renovate this little area, and just kind of added in different countertops, just like a more nicer, more refined looking countertops, definitely a lot cleaner too than what was there before. I find it kind of weird that these countertops don't fit in with that bar. I really wish they did, but I love this bar. Like this bowling bar is just so cool. Like I just think it's so nice. So I did just kind of throw that little table in off to the side, and I think I put in some chairs and stuff right about now, and then I actually put in a little bit of a kitchen, so I thought the kitchen looked really cool. Yeah, this is when I do the kitchen. And I think I extended one more square out just so that I could fit everything in what the kitchen needed to be. So yeah, and it turned out really good. I'm really happy with how like the tiny little kitchen works. I hope it functions right. I just kind of used regular outfits. I didn't like try to restyle the outfits, which I totally could have, because I'm sure there's a ton of new outfits that came with the bowling stuff pack, but I just didn't end up doing that. And yeah, this is just a bunch of just kind of random stuff, just making a little kitchen right now. And then I think I throw in a couple other things in this area just to make it a fully functioning restaurant. I do kind of like the overall aesthetic of this build after I finished it. I went through and just like updated the landscaping. I didn't change it too much. I do end up putting in like a playhouse. What are they called? Like a jungle gym? Yeah, a jungle gym. So and now just adding these chairs, which I love. Oh my gosh, they remind me of these chairs that we have at IKEA or Jysk. Both stores sell them in Canada, and they're just like the coolest little chairs. So they definitely reminded me of that. So I'm really stoked that we have them because they're super modern, but I don't think I end up using them. I think I just end up using these red chairs. But I think up in the bar area, I end up doing those ones, which I did put a little bar in as well here, like a little, kept the karaoke bar and then added a couple other things. And I tried to change these stairs, but it just wasn't working for me. I don't really know why, but I just couldn't get them. So I was like, oh, I'll just keep them, whatever. And yeah, I go to like put some plants in down here, but I don't think I end up keeping them. I just couldn't find ones that I liked for down there, so I just kind of skipped that. And then here's me working on the bar area. I'm so happy with how the bar turned out. Like, I think it's probably my favorite area of this entire build. I updated the windows. I mean, after a while, windows kind of lose their seal, so I figured it would be pretty normal for people when they bought this place to go back in and replace those windows in there just to make them look brighter and cleaner. And then, yeah, I just wanted it to flow with the downstairs, but still have a different kind of like college bar feel. I really want this to be a place that like university students or, people going to school would want to come and hang out. So definitely kept that in mind while I was doing this, that is the aesthetic that I was going for. And I do use the same windows we had before, just a different color, because the other windows didn't fit and it just looked really silly. So yeah, I updated the windows but kept them a little bit dark still. And then updated the bar areas and threw on some fresh coats of paint in different areas. So I think I changed the wallpaper that I use in here too. So I think I went for like a little bit more of a plain look. I felt like this was a little bit too, I don't want to say like rich, but like a little bit too dressy for what I wanted upstairs to be. I definitely wanted to keep in mind that this is like a college area. Replaced the carpet, reupholstered the benches, as you might want to say. And yeah, I used those again up here too. I just really liked them and I felt like it just looked really good. Just kind of kept with the whole theme of the bar. So I think the hardest part was furnishing the outside of this lot, but doing the inside was a lot of fun actually. So really, again, happy with how this overall turned out. I will try to do that little build challenge as well. And yeah, I'll see what I get. Challenge wise, I think I still change up the bar just a little bit. I think I go with like a little bit more of, I don't know, I give it just a little bit more of a kind of modern feeling, like mid-century modern feeling, which again, I really, really like. Yeah, I'm just really happy with how this build turned out, or this fixer-upper build, I guess you could call it, turned out. So sorry, I just like zoned out on my train of thought, so that's why I went completely silent there. And I think I put in like a little dance thing in here, you know, like DDR, like that type of thing. And then the bathrooms, of course, were just hideous, but I actually kept most of the fixtures and everything. I think I might have updated the countertops, but again, I don't really remember. I have the worst memory in the entire world, so, but yeah, I think I ended up, updating just the countertops in the bathroom, so, And I put that little dance, I want to call it Dance Dance Revolution, but it's probably not, like I don't really know what it is. But yeah, I just update the countertops, and then I kept the sinks, just as if they reused some of the old stuff, just to keep the aesthetic there, but just kind of clean it up a bit. So, and yeah, I went and cleaned up this sign, got rid of all those different scuff marks and watermarks, as well as I updated the brick as if someone like pressure washed it and like really scrubbed that brick down and made it look really nice, and put a new roof on the place, yeah, and new, like, I don't know, eavesdropping, basically just new everything on the outside. And I think I darken it up a little bit too, just to give it that really nice, fresh, and kind of, I don't know, clean feeling, because it was kind of grungy before, so I just really wanted to go away from that and just give it like a really nice feeling. As you can see on the outside, there's still a lot of vines and stuff on the outside, so just went in and quickly deleted all those. And I don't think I ended up adding anything to where those little basement areas are. And I think I moved back this other little pot for the tree, just to make it fit in more. So I moved them both back there. And I do throw in a couple little garden areas, which really turned out nice. It added just another little level to the outside. And yeah, I honestly just really like how this turned out. I'm really happy with it. I don't think I'd change anything. Looking back on it, I do put in like a little garbage area here too, to keep it nice and locked, because people of course like to come and knock over your garbage all the time. Yeah, I do always put in one different colored bin, but this time I put in 2 different colored bins and a blue bin. One, like, to kind of act as recycling, I guess. And then of course get rid of all this garbage out here and added in another little garden area over here, so a little bit bigger than the other one. Yeah, just kind of kept it symmetrical, but also changed it up a little bit. I think I might have made that one garden a little bit smaller, but I don't think so. Originally I was going to keep that big fountain there, but then I decided to put something for kids to play on. So I put in like this little pirate ship, and then I was going to put that there, but then I pushed it to the back, and then I put in a couple picnic tables as well. So, and I'm like pretty happy that I kept the basic idea of the build and just kind of like updated it. Of course, went through and added new grass seed, so everything looked lush and beautiful and bright green. And yeah, just kind of updated all the rocks and added some gardening, and I kept trees in places that the dead trees were, and tried to keep like the bushes and stuff as if they just got like revived. And then these areas I just kept as pockets. I'm just gonna pretend like they have windows, or like, sorry, skylights. I think this Sims though, they can't, like, I think it was like Sims Castaway, where they would always be like, it's raining inside, and it was hilarious. But I think with this one they don't do that. Now I could be wrong. Again, feel free to correct me in the comments. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get away with doing that in this one. And yeah, I love those little picnic tables. I hope people go and eat on them outside. But yeah, we're now into the screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye, guys!